everyone, it's TG23 coming to you from snowy Canada today, but things are about to heat up because we got our first information on MLB The Show 26 today, and without further ado, let's get into it. The video starts with our cover athlete, Aaron Judge, as you would expect, and it's neat to get to see him in a few different uniforms, from his high school uniform to the World Baseball Classic. The first thing that jumps out to me is just the fact that graphically the game looks very, very similar to last year. I was hoping for a bit of an upgrade, but I'm okay with the game looking similar, provided that the gameplay is fun. That's what's most important of anything. Outside of that, we see some different Road to the Show features, some more customization, some additional college teams. We know we have the addition of the College World Series this year, which is pretty great. We get our first look at a card, which I believe is from franchise, but we'll see what that looks like in Diamond Dynasty as we move forward. And then we get kind of into the thick of things. So ratings overhaul this year, it'll be interesting to see how they implement that. And then we get into the really, really neat stuff. The bear down pitching, which we don't get a lot of detail on, but it looks like it could be a pretty fun addition, and I'm excited to hear more. And I'm always glad when we can get a new stadium into the game. So the Tokyo Dome coming into the game this year is fantastic. As much World Baseball content as we can get, the better. It's just going to make the game more fun, and it's just going to add different elements that we didn't necessarily have last year. Again, more franchise upgrades and things like that. It's nice to see they've emphasized more after you make the major leagues and Road to the Show this year. The chase for Cooperstown is going to be important, and I think that's going to add some life, because at this point, once you hit the major leagues, there's not really a lot to do. And I find that can definitely make things a little boring. So having it stretch out where the goal is to make it is a huge thing. And then we get to our legend reveals, and these three are three huge names, and I am excited to play with all three. All right, so let's take a quick look at the blog that SDS put up today. Very top, it starts with the gameplay trailer we just went through. A little bit of information for Road to the Show, about the expanded experience, the names of some of the additional universities. It's kind of neat that they've added the College World Series in this year officially, which is excellent. So it'll be neat to see some more information on that, and hopefully we can get some more longevity out of that mode as part of this year's game. The big one, Diamond Dynasty, where I spend probably 99% of my time in the game. It's neat to get a little bit of an update. I'm sure a lot more information is going to be coming in the coming weeks before launch, but for right now, they go into a little bit of detail about the World Baseball Classic and the three new stadiums that we're going to get this year, which is great. They're doing a mini-seasons overhaul, and I'm really excited to see what that is. I thought the rewards in mini-season were pretty good last year, but it got really, really tedious to play that mode at times. So an overhaul is a very welcome change, as long as they can keep the rewards as good as they were last year. New rewards, programs, and collections. I'm really curious to see what they carry over this year from last year and what they decide to do differently, with last year being the first season out of sets and seasons. It'll be interesting to see what they learned from the power creep last year and how they kind of change things a little bit. More live service updates for exciting challenges and experiences. This is fantastic. I mean, that's always what we're looking for, so I really hope they can live up to it, because Diamond Dynasty is what brings me back to the game year after year. Storylines, the Negro League Season 4, this is great. I've enjoyed this mode over the last 3 years more than I ever thought I would, and sometimes I get a little burnt out playing online and just grinding, so it's nice to be able to step back, play these moments, learn a little bit about the game. They've really done a great job between the narration and the still pictures and the moments they've been able to create. It's been a really great addition of the game, and I'm glad that it's back for another year. They go over a little bit of the changes to franchise, which is great. I personally don't tend to play franchise at all. I haven't played franchise in an MLB The Show game since Diamond Dynasty came out. So I know there's a lot of players that enjoy that offline mode, which is great, but that's not genuinely something that I take too much of a look at. And then we've got the information about the gameplay. So new big zone hitting, I'm really, really excited to see a little bit more information about that. Just like the bear down pitching that they showed in the trailer, I'm really interested to see how that's going to work into the game. Is it an offline thing? Is it going to be part of Diamond Dynasty? How's it going to work? How is it going to be related to the skills of the individual player? Lots of questions, and really excited to see how this goes. Catcher pop time being its own attribute, I think, is great. There were very few catchers last year that had pop time, was really special when you got a catcher you like that did have it. It was very, very important. So having it as its own attribute, I think, is really going to make a difference throwing out runners. And as always, they've gone over new animations and made some changes as they do every year. So that's about the end of what they had on the blog. Now looking at the pre-order information, and it very, very much looks like what we got last year. The early access, 4 days early, 20 The Show packs, 2 World Baseball Classic Choice packs, 1 Legends Choice pack. It'll be neat to see who's in that pack this year. And I'd like to remind everybody that those cards were super important last year when it came to collections. So you might want to grab as many of those as you can as you go. A World Baseball Classic uniform pack, 1 equipment pack, double daily rewards, which I always enjoy when I log in. I actually got a Diamond Ketel Marte 3 weeks into the game last year as part of my double daily rewards. So that's an underrated feature that is very nice to have. 1 Cover Athlete Baskin, and 20,000 stubs. So it's not a bad start to the game, and as always, that first 4 days, as long as the servers hold up, is usually great, great fun. And we have our first calendar of what we're looking at going forward. So on Thursday this week, they don't have a time listed yet, but we are actually getting our first feature premiere of the season. I know we'll probably have these weekly as we move forward towards the game. I did not expect one this week, so it's fantastic. So on Thursday, hopefully we're going to know a lot more about some of these gameplay changes. So when we get that information out, I will be sure to put up another video with an update there, and hopefully there's an updated calendar that shows us kind of what we're looking at going forward. Now, as far as anybody who's still playing MLB The Show 25, they did drop a new Now and Then program today. I finished it just after it came out. It's a moment program. It's pretty simple to get through. You get a really, really great 99 Carlos Beltran out of it. If you're still playing online like I am, it's a nice card to have. You also get, just like the Willie Mays last year, you get a Carlos Beltran that'll be in the game when it releases, which is fantastic. I'm guessing it's probably going to be an 85 like the Willie Mays was last year, but off the hop, it's always nice to get whatever card you can. There's also 12 Now and Then packs within the program. So you get 12 packs in MLB The Show 2025, and you'll get 12 packs in MLB The Show 2026. So the whole thing took me about 15 minutes to do, so it is well worth it to give you that advantage as you move forward in the game in 2026. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I am super excited. I'm really hoping to get some more information as we come through. Please keep your eye on this channel as we go forward. My name's TG23, and I'll see you again real soon.